it going? Can you guys hear me? Is there sound? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. TW, what's going on? It'll be. Welcome in, everybody. Ooh, the numbers climbing. I'm gonna go intuitively today. Juanita. I don't own the shenanigans going on in the background. The messages here today are for whoever they're for. I think I'm gonna go with the whole idea of maybe I kind of like the way that the collective reading went last night with hit 1, 2, or 3. I don't know about you guys. Kind of wanting to do the same, but maybe like 5. But like little shorter messages. Or I can just start with the collective. Yeah, collective energy check-in. I just kept pushing buttons and trying to set it up a different way and trying different things for the last hour or so. So I just came up with this. Yeah, it works out. I hope it doesn't change anything. Hopefully that'll keep it in place. Okay, which one am I going to go with first? I think I'm going to go with angels. Angels, please be here. Give us a collective message. Thank you. We got the 4 of fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. But it came out in reverse. There's always a but, it seems. So there's not so much contentment or peace or abundance. Things might not be happy at home. And you seem to have all these different projects that you don't know which one to pick and where to go with it. So that very well could be the energy right now. People are scatterbrained. What do we got at the bottom of the deck? 3 of air. Great sadness. Take time to heal the need to forgive yourself or others. But it's upside down. So there's some things that you're dealing with right now that you're saying maybe they're unforgivable. King of Earth. Generous, professional, responsible, practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So I do believe there's still lots of potential there. I think it's just that maybe the scatterbrainness is what's the situation. What do we got? Great angels, give us a sign. Give us some good news. What do we got going on? Collective energy check-in. What do the angels gotta say? Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home? Ugh, there's too many. The Sun, Archangel Uriel. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Ten of Water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Yay, Mod Squad. Yay, Play Club. Soul Tribe. What do we got? Eight of Earth. Skilled workers rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Cool. Let's see what the other pile has to say. Something that you might be throwing away. Eight of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening all at once. High Priestess reversed and the Star reversed. Archangel Haniel and Archangel Raphael. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. So maybe there's people a little bit disoriented. Maybe you're not listening to your intuition. Maybe you're stuck in the matrix so much that you have all these obligations. You're wondering if they're actually worth it anymore. What do we got? Three of Earth upside down. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So there's a lot of people out here that are thinking that they're team players, but they're not. There's a lot of people out here that are team players that are being affected by the non-team players. So there very well could be a lot of corruption and collusion going on. Maybe there's a lot of things going on in the collective about shoddy work. It's all half-assed. So now what? There's a whole bunch of recalls happening? Right? Across the board. This is a collective message after all, right? Looking interesting there, HT. What's going on? The Four of Air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. That very well could resonate with somebody. Check out the voice of the souls. Check out that. Whale legend. So pretty. Okay. So far we got guide. What else do we got? Soul. Thank you. So, what I'm getting from this, right off the bat, we got guide and respect upside down. I absolutely love these cards, okay? They are so beautiful. So we got guide here, and we got respect in reverse. The guide card talks about being your own guide, trusting in your own wisdom. Invoking that inner guide to know that you, inside, within, when you meditate, when you go within and you reflect, usually you can find the answer. Usually you can find the direction in which you need to go, right? Now, with the respect upside down, I do believe that you're having a hard time maybe invoking this guide within you, mainly because you're dealing with a lot of disrespect around you. There's a lot of different people not respecting boundaries. They're not respecting who you are as a person. They're not taking you seriously. Some of them might even be hating on you. And it's really, really difficult to have any type of forgiveness for this type of people because they are outright disconnected from source. Alright? There's no messages of love here. Okay? They're messages of hate. Alright? Meanwhile, you're not losing in the end. Okay? Because there's still abundance there. Alright? And it still makes you sit and wonder and reflect about the forgiveness. Okay? Because you can see through the bullshit. Now, because you can see through the bullshit, people are going to come to you for help. But it's not about giving them any type of water to drink. It's just telling them where to find it. Now, for somebody, I'm going to say that sound of the jet in the background. I think that was significant. Kind of called out to me. So things are going to start to pick up energetically. Where things might seem a little stagnant. Within a couple of weeks, there's definitely going to be movement. Because there's a certain line that you can meet with this disrespect where there's no more forgiveness. There's no possibility of forgiveness. You've given enough chances. You've spent enough time in reflection. And the only thing of forgiveness that you might be feeling is for yourself. Okay? Naturally. And the abundance and the forgiveness that you give yourself is the abundance. It's coming in. Because you didn't lose out in the end. It was just another lesson. Okay? People showed you their true colors, and you acted accordingly. It's a real shame that people react in such ways like that. And the fact that there's so many people out there being gaslit, being ripped apart mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, financially, all for their own gain. And that's where 2024, there's going to be changes. We're starting to fall into our purpose. We're starting to fall into our calling. This is a calling that's been calling out to you your whole life. All you need to do is quiet yourself enough to listen and hear it. Gotta love it how people can think that they can come into my chat and tell me what I'm gonna do with my life. As if I've got puppet written across my forehead. Don't let your thumb hurt you on the way out. Keep scrolling. What are you doing showing up to a silly hat party without a silly hat? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sharing some energy with me. Getting a collective message. Forgiving yourself for going through the shit and the trials and tribulations and this, sacrificing your time, sacrificing your energy, your love for the wrong people. It tends to happen every once in a while, right? Trials and errors. I don't think it's about finding somebody that you can compromise with. It's about somebody that is good with just you, who you are. Like the healed version of who you are. Not the toxic karmic version of you. Because in a perfect world, we'd actually all be able to reflect. We'd all be able to heal, process, if we were all pretty well honest with each other. Let's see what the collective message is today. Hey there, Rando. Oh, we got the tower. the Temperance reversed. I don't like the look of this reading, guys. Gals. Oh my goodness. The Empress reversed. Probably need to go back to your car. Welcome in, everybody. We got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands on its side. What in the actual hell is this wishy-washy bullshit? The Page of Wands on its side is covering the Tower and the Temperance. Anyway, what's going on? Three of Swords reversed, Two of Wands. It's all energy, everybody. It's all energy. So there's some sort of healing happening, or reconciliation, some sort of communication coming in, and this is going to help you move in a new direction from all this chaos, by the looks of it. Something to do with an Empress reversed. You could be in this energy, in the energy of destroying, who knows. Somebody's making a judgment call regarding a tower and chaos and inability to make a move. Somebody's making a judgment call. So we got a King of Cups and a King of Pentacles reversed. So there's two possible offers here that is creating a chaos with the Empress reversed. So there's the King of Pentacles reversed and a King of Cups right side up. And then we've got the Three of Cups reversed and then a King of Swords right side up. As if. So there's a Three of Cups reversed. Okay, so there's some sort of a third party bunch of bullshit here. And there's a King of Cups, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the King of Cups and the King of Swords is both in the upright. And there's also the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? So it's almost like I think there's some sort of a mastermind of the King of Pentacles reversed. That's the biggest issue. He seems to be the biggest thorn. But there's been this huge betrayal that needs to be somehow reconciled due to the Empress being in reverse. So it's almost like there's three kings fighting over this Empress. And only two of them is showing up right. Interesting energy. We got the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. What do we got on the cut? The Queen of Wands. And then, yeah, we've got the Three of Cups. So, what in the hell is going on? So, the King of Pentacles is dealing with the chaos. I think she's representing as, this very well could be an LGBT reading. I don't know. Because there's like this Empress energy, destructive energy, very emotional energy in the King of Pentacles, creating chaos. Okay, somebody's making a judgment call on a tower, creating a tower. And Page of Wands here. So the King of Swords is maybe trying to reconcile with the Empress, whoever this Empress is. But the King of Pentacles is the one that's creating chaos for the Empress. The King of Swords is trying to resolve and reconcile with the Empress. And then we've got the King of Cups coming in. I think maybe coming in from the past, wanting to reconcile as well. They very well could be brothers. I don't know. I get a family kind of feel to it. But this dude wants to come in and reconcile as well. But it's also something to do with the Two of Wands, a new direction. That's a really weird energy. What do we got? And we got the Five of Wands coming out. That's clarifying the Judgment card with the King of Pentacles reverse. So there's some sort of a conflict with the King of Pentacles. And I have a feeling this Page of Wands has no idea. It's either that or it's a message of intention. It's a message of a new idea. It's a message of a new possibility. But it's almost like it's sitting on the fence as to whether or not it's actually going to work out or not. And this is sitting with the Judgment. So making a judgment call about this, or this is the person trying to make a judgment call. Now, with the Judgment, the King of Pentacles, it's clarified by the Five of Wands upright. So there's definitely some sort of conflict regarding this King of Pentacles and Judgment. Got the Hermit. So this very well could be a Virgo. Maybe there's another one here. We got the Hermit. This very well could be some sort of a reflection after a conflict. So it very well could be that the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords, it's almost kind of given a vibe of like a relationship. Like I'm getting a lot of jealousy from this King of Pentacles. There's envy, there's a lot of like hostile energy coming from this guy. The Hermit The Hermit here is clarifying the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords right side up. So this is talking about reflection. It's talking about going within, about a certain situation. It could be dealing with the relationship. And it could be resulting due to this conflict that was being had. We got a King of Wands on the bottom of the deck as well. So the conflict could have been due to a King of Wands. It's interesting how they haven't even showed up in the reading yet. Little B, is this an update? I don't know. What do we got? We got the Three of Cups in the upright now and the Queen of Wands reversed. So there may be reflecting on a conflict. Three of Cups, there's some sort of, I don't know, celebration being had. And there's a conflict and having a reflection because of a Queen of Wands reversed. I don't know. We got the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What's the deal? Okay, I'm supposed to put the Queen of Wands back in the deck. And the Three of Cups. Shuffle. Okay, what's going on, Spirit? Okay. So we got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Alright, and this is clarifying the King of Swords and the King of Cups in the upright. So it's almost like this Queen of Pentacles was taking the fall for the King of Cups and the King of Swords, so they didn't have to take any accountability for it. Little Red Riding Hood? This was the conflict that made this Emperor reversed go into reflection. It's almost like there was monkeys involved. I can almost guarantee it now. Certain people were put into place for a reason. To help out the sabotage. Interesting. What do we got going on here? Three of Pentacles. So they're collaborating. What's the spook? The Hangman as the cap card. Be patient, your ships are coming in. So they colluded and conversed and colluded against you and went all through this and had all this bullshit conflict, all this bullshit to basically get hung up on their own truck. And here you are just sitting waiting for your ship to come in. Why? Because you love yourself. Yeah, you're done. You're done carrying these burdens. You're willing to heal them, but people are stubborn. They don't want to heal, so that's okay. Six of Cups. This is nostalgic energy. The Fool. Take a leap of faith in a new direction. Yeah, Nine of Cups. It's coming back out again. Once you step into the empowerment of making boundaries and choosing what's good for you and weeding out all that doesn't serve you anymore, every little step, every little breath, every little moment, bringing in the right people, bringing in the right friends, bringing in the right energy that you want to see in the world. Once you can stand in the empowerment of that, and that the fact that you actually have control over your life that way, it all comes back to energy, intention. Trusting your intuition, taking that leap of faith, choosing to fill your own cup up and be very choosy as to what you put in that cup. Some of you are dumping that thing out. Some of you are making that judgment call that what you signed up for wasn't what you got. It's like you went, thought you were working and shopping on Amazon, but you were actually shopping on Wish. And you got less than expected, what you were expecting. In fact, what they were projecting was an absolute illusion. This was the whole purpose, to bringing you into their energy, to making sure that your cup dumped over, that there was nothing left to put in it. But yet here you are, putting that bitch in the dishwasher, anticipating when you can buff that cup up and allow it to shine again. It's all a process. Sometimes reflecting about the past brings the awareness back to what's important to you. New ideas, new possibilities, new downloads coming in. You got some new energy, new inspiration. Things are going to change. Things are getting better. So get inspired. Get excited. With the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands coming out at the same time. What else is going on? The Hierophant. Some of you are letting go of old commitments. Could be energetic ties, energetic cords. What do we got behind it? Oh. Speaking your truth and getting justice? Interesting. So the Six of Cups turned upside down. So this is about looking towards the future. Instead of the past. Somebody's feeling defeated. Page of Swords, there's a message of truth coming in, by the looks of it. My receiving hand is itchy. This next message is for those that are feeling defeated, that are feeling tired, that are feeling like they don't got nothing left. You need to realize that if there was nothing left for you to give, you would cease to exist. And there's a reason that you opened up your eyes today. And there's a reason that you will open your eyes up tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. There's a deeper meaning to all of us here on the planet. And a lot of us lose sight of that due to our day-to-day and due to our schedules. And for those of you that are saying that it hurts to reflect, it only hurts to reflect because it depends on what you're reflecting on. Okay, this isn't about going back into victim mode and sitting there and sulking and crying yourself to sleep because of all the pain that you've had in your life. You've already been through that. You've already got the t-shirt, first, second, and third level t-shirt, plus the new bumper sticker, probably to a car you don't have anymore. And you know, they almost want to pull you in to be a spectating supervisor because you've been through it. You've been through the Boer War and back. But just as much as all of this is kind of ripping you up, it's only ripping off what's no longer tangible. It's only taking away what's no longer going to be stable. It's part of the transformation that we all go through. You can either learn from your friends and observe from your friends and what they do, maybe what to do and what not to do. Use your own discernment. Be the observer. Being the observer, you're observing your reality, and you're learning from this reality. Well, if this happened, if you got this scenario and this variable and this happens, this is what's going to turn out. Log it up in that brain. These are the things that you reflect on. You don't reflect on the fact that the trauma happened. You reflect on the what could there be as a lesson that you could learn from this trauma. How can you become a more humble, understanding, compassionate person? Going through what you've gone through, you could probably write a book about it. You could be the light in the darkness for somebody else. It doesn't just have to be a pain that you hold on to and you carry with you throughout your whole life. When you take that pain and you transmute it into something of the light, it changes the whole story. So when you're looking at the fact that you're feeling defeated, when you're looking at the fact that you got nothing left, you got no more spoons, you're out of spoons, fresh out, no more cookies. Understand that our very purpose, our very first priority on this plane of existence is to feel emotion, is to experience emotion. We are here to raise the vibration of the planet. It needs it in more ways than one. And we can do that individually. You can look it up. We emit a certain type of electromagnetic frequency. And the more we focus in on our energy, the more we can focus that energy at certain purposes and certain causes and certain situations. And we can literally be the change that we seek. We got 21 people in the chat right now. We got 11 likes. So we've got at least 10, maybe 10 tapped in at 20, 21. Maybe 11 tapped in. A couple of you tapped in and hit the like button just because it's habit. When you're looking at the situation when you got no spoons left, the only spoon you got is your own. And you've been rinsing that bitch off and washing it, reusing it. You only got one spoon left. Be glad you have a spoon. Always be grateful for what you do have, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. Always be in the energy of gratitude. Because that is the base frequency for manifestation and living your best life. Being grateful for what you have puts you in alignment to receiving more of that. That's why it's so magical to say thank you. say that's a confirmation. The Nine of Cups reversed. The reason why you feel so defeated, I'm gonna say this right now. Because you feel that if you can't find love somewhere else, then you're lacking it. But in fact, you're actually abandoning yourself. And you're not even considering yourself, as a candidate. You have a cup, just like the other person does. Yours is upside down. HT, my heart goes out to you, buddy. You need to turn this frown upside down. Things are going to balance out for you. HT, no, that's not, you're abandoning yourself. And it's not about faking it till you make it either. Because all you're doing is being a fake ass bullshit, that's all. You're going through a tower right now. But things are going to balance out. You're through the worst of it. And you've got angels on your side, HT. You're kind of misjudging the situation. You need to look at it from a different... Thank you, Paul. Yes, be authentic. Ranger and Miller, you can take a hike. I'm gonna do what I want, okay? HD, you're misjudging the situation. There's something you're missing out on. And Spirit's saying it's a golden nugget of information that you're missing out on. And I think it's something to do with self-worth. You've got a huge amount of abundance coming in. Things are going to be illuminated to you. You just got to open up to the possibilities. There's some communications. There's some people that you need to get the hell out of your energy. Okay? They're not helping you. Sixth Sense, welcome in. You're stuck right now because Spirit's got you sitting the fuck down and trying to be compassionate with yourself. Trying to get you in this creative Empress energy. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, I don't care. The Empress energy is nurturing yourself. Self-care, self-love, self-integrity, self-respect. The Empress don't play around. The universe is trying to get you in this energy. And this is why they've got you sat the fuck down right now. Because there's some shit that you need to let go of. Right? Because it's the shit that's actually created this tower to begin with. Yeah. You've lost a lot in this bunch of bullshit shenanigans. Okay? But you've got some new collaborations coming in. Alright? So good things are coming. Oh my goodness. There's a celebration. There's a new home. There's something going on. Things are going to turn around for you, HT. Okay? Things are going to turn around for you and way better. Way better. Yeah, there's some reconciliation happening. You can put the sword down now, my friend. Work on calming the fight or flight. Work on weaning yourself off the cortisol. It's the stress hormone that happens when you are being gaslit. When you are being put through reactive abuse. Yeah. Yeah. You're a starseed. HT, you don't fit anywhere in anywhere because you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to fit in anywhere. You're supposed to shine. You're supposed to stand out like a motherfucker. Shine, baby, shine, shine, shine. You have a wisdom that most people don't, and it sets you apart. And I have a feeling you and I kind of can relate to that. If anything, there's a really shallow kind of conversation going on with a group of friends or whatever, you're the one to bring in the deep conversation. Do you resonate with that? Do you vibe with that? You're the one usually bringing the scuba gear. And usually bring in enough scuba gear for everybody you're hanging with. Just so that way they have some. That way you can go deep. Yeah, so if you needed a kick in the ass, I would say stop hanging around with fucking shells. Okay? Shallow shells. These are the people that are very, very karmic. You'll know because they're very, very stressed out. They're not calm, cool, collected. They're usually got a whole bunch of bullshit happening in their life. They're not focused on what's important. They're focused on all the drama. They're focused on destructing other people's lives, meddling in other people's business. Okay? These are the people you don't want to be hanging out with. These are the people that are going to cause you problems, that are going to rip you apart, take advantage of you. But you know this already. Yeah, you got to look towards the future now. You're thinking you're losing out, alright? You're not. You're not missing out. You very well could be manipulated. We got the Three of Swords reversed, we got the Star, and we got the Page of Swords. So there's somebody coming in trying to feed you a bunch of bullshit. So you're gonna have to make a judgment call and cut this fucker off. Okay? And yeah, you know what? Going in and reflecting is probably the best thing you can do. Because you can sort out your shit. Put your warrior boots on, shield up, and look at it from an observer point of view. Look at it to what can I learn from this situation? How can I process this and transmute this bullshit trauma and make something good out of it? You know, transmute this negative into a positive. How can I do that? That's what you should be reflecting on. And as you do that, all of this shit is going to be displaced. All of this shit is going to disintegrate. All of this shit is going to dissolve. And as you do that, you're going to start feeling lighter. Less pressure on your shoulders. Less stress in your life. Right now it's overwhelming and probably fun-filled with anxiety attacks and panic attacks, mainly because you're focusing on shit that's not even your control. So you're focusing on all the shit that you have literally no control over, which is creating the panic attack in itself, when you could actually be focusing on shit that you do have control over and bringing ease and wellness to your life. So by sabotaging your experience, by doing this, okay, you're actually in itself abandoning yourself. And then you're making excuses about the whole idea that you just want to help other people, you just want to be of service to other people. Meanwhile, the first person that you should be of service to is yourself, first and foremost. How can you be of service to anybody else if you're a wreck? From all your trials and errors and being taken advantage of and ripped apart, you've got all these wounds and scars. Gaping wounds to some degree. They're bleeding all over the place. Some of them might even be squirting blood. And you're squirting all over the place. Having no care in the world. It's like this Saw moment in the Saw film. You want to play a game? Love me, honey. Love me. Love me. Come on now. You gotta fix that wound first before somebody can just, you know, come in and love you. I know it was a little graphic, but it's trying to prove a point here. How you show up matters. And this goes to all the people that's decided to come in the chat and talk a bunch of shit in my chat. It's how you're showing up that's getting you removed, hidden, deleted. If you were to show up right, you'd probably still be able to comment. You'd probably still be able to hang out. You wonder why the world's gone to shit? It's because all of us are showing up trying to fake it till we make coming in my chat saying, yeah, put in a car name for an edit. And I'm like, you know what? There's literally no good car companies out there right now. And what happens? There's a whole bunch of recalls from a whole bunch of different makers now. Recalling over 100,000 vehicles for these recalls. You need to be focusing on the happiness. I don't know where to put him. There. A little rainbow. You need to be focusing on the happiness. And that's on the frequency of happiness. Bring yourself into a frequency of happiness. Bring yourself in a place where you would see fit that you would be happy. What type of house would you be in? What type of job would you have or career would you have? What type of life would you have? Who would you have in your life? You know, would you have kids? Would you have animals? Would you have, you know, pets? Would you have whatever the case may be? Picture that. It's your dream. It's your reality. And with all due respect and harm done to no one else. Clearly. What do we need to focus on? Voice of the soul. Definitely happiness. It's a start. Remember that there's a duality in everything. Just as there is darkness, there is light. Okay? Just as there's right, there's wrong. Just as there's masculine, there's feminine. And there's all in between as well. That what goes up must come down. That what goes this way comes back around. So whatever you sow, you reap. It happens within the seasons of your life. The more we fake it, the more we're self-sabotaging our calling. The more we fake it and focus on something that is not of our destiny, that is not of our calling, 98% of the time brings unhappiness. It is until we start listening to our calling, listening to our inner voice, to bring us to a place where we can be our true, most authentic self. That is where we finally see, feel, and be the happiness, because we're in alignment with this. And this is dealing with our life experiences. So all the shit that you've been through, it has been getting you ready for your destiny. It's been getting ready for your calling. Whatever that might be. There's some people envious of you, some of you, because you're choosing to follow your calling. And they're jealous. Everybody has a choice. But they choose not to communicate. They'd rather oppress you and deceive you. But things are going to come to a precipice of change very, very soon. It's time to take a step back for a moment. There is a message here, but it's not a message of a warning. It seems to be a message of conflict, but somebody needs to learn a lesson. Somebody's dealing with some karma. When you fake it, you're not being authentic. You're not being your true self. got the Two of Fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Seven of Air. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. Eight of Air. An illusion of being trapped. A lack of self-confidence and afraid to take action. Nine of Air. Expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Sleepless nights. Three of Water. A celebration, a wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement. The need to have more fun. We got Archangel Raphael, Ego. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Queen of Air. Independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making, clear away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. King of Earth. Generous, professional, responsible, practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So this is going back into the collective reading. There's the King of Pentacles in reverse. There's the King of Pentacles in reverse. Right? So there's probably an offer coming in. Somebody's coming in to create some bullshit. Seems as though they don't know what the hell they're getting themselves into. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel in the reverse. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. I guess get ready to have a party? A destructive party? I don't know. I think it's a little bit overrated, I must admit. Still got it. Smoke break. I do not own the music in the background. If you can hear it. It is. I don't want to move the camera. Otherwise I'd show you. Like, literally, I don't see a cloud in the sky. And not a trail either, which is kind of nice. Paper trails and all that shit, there's not one thing in the sky. It's kind of nice. far as the eye can see. There might be a little bit of overcast clouds, but I can't really see them beyond the sun. It's a little too bright. I'm enjoying it. It's nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm scrying my coffee. Give me a minute. Somebody's got a mountain to climb. But Spirit says once you get to the summit, it's smooth sailing from there. Sometimes you gotta realize what the mountain's made of. Because there might be something in that mountain that might open your eyes to a new possibility. But clearly use your discernment. First and foremost, stick to your boundaries. Stick to your standards. You shouldn't have to drop who you are for somebody else. If somebody's telling me or you or anybody else that you're too much, you're too sensitive, maybe there are times that we're maybe too sensitive. Maybe we are blowing it out of proportion. Again, it all comes back to intention. How are we showing up? What do we want? We're continuously losing sight of that as a collective worldwide. The whole idea of solar, let's just say, it's a great idea, but unless it's implemented in such a way that's beneficial, it's an absolute joke. If you don't use it in a sense that you're recycling and reusing and you're able to refurbish easily, what's the point of investing $20,000 into something that you're going to have to reinvest 10, 15 years later? Why couldn't we invest into something that could actually be beneficial? We've got the cloudy days. So what do we do on the cloudy days? The fact that there is no solar panel integrated into these EV cars to where it can just sit there and collect sunlight throughout the day and charge its battery. I don't know if they've added that as an update now, but I think our technology is going to take a turn in a different direction. To some degree, it's supposed to be with good intention. But I have a feeling it's going to be infiltrated.
That was good, Panic. Thank you.
It's going to be compromised to some degree. So this is why we need to get back to basics. It's a collective message. Like, if we all had a garden, anybody that's got a house, if we all had a garden, and we all grew food, we wouldn't be going hungry. Message for peace. Message of peace. Right off the top. Free message.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. But where would I get it from?
Message of warning. Upside down. Mirror effect. So somebody's mirroring you. No longer being repressed. Letting go of a karmic relationship. What's happening soon? Help is coming soon. Somebody's blocking spiritual messages, and somebody's not passing on a message. So somebody's been waiting for a message, and somebody's not talking. They're keeping information hidden out of spite. But help is coming soon, because things are coming to the light. Secrets are going to be told. Somebody's clearly not connected to Source. And they say they are. And the same person, it's looking like you're not going to be able to forgive them for what they've done. They've disrespected you in a way that is unforgivable. Welcome in, Cheryl. Your intuition will guide you. You need to look within, because all the dots will be there. But although it might look like you're losing something, you're really not. It's all coming back to you. And they're going to come in asking for forgiveness. They have no choice. This is the only way they're going to get rid of their pain. And chances are they might actually learn something at the same time. Because there's definite regrets here. Somebody's very regretful for what they've done. And they clearly don't want to be facing the karma that is pretty well at their doorstep. Oh. Maybe they're looking at a reunion as well. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. But it doesn't look like there's any type of... There's no message of love here. You're done. Wherever you are. Wherever this message is resonating. They want to come in and reunite. Because they feel that this is what's going to bring them out of their karma. When they chose their karma. They lived out their karma. They're not willing to take accountability. And that's why karma's gonna sit them the fuck down. There's no message of love here with this reunion. Why? Because there's been no communication. That's why. People are not being honest. Choosing to leave you in the dark. And this is what you're learning. This is what you're realizing. Somebody thinks that you're not being your true self. Somebody thinks you're not being your true authentic self. So they're taking a step back. There's this karmic message here to basically state that they think that you're faking it when you're not faking it. You're being very authentic. And you want freedom. You're done with this silly game. There's literally no more tears to cry. You're done. But I think for them now they're starting to actually go into this energy that they're actually realizing that they're losing you. Yeah, they probably feel abandoned. But maybe they should have treated you better. Because they can't even take accountability. And it's making them very, very angry at the fact that they can't manipulate you anymore. They can't. There's no submission here. If anything, you're very dominant with your life now. You're the one that makes the decisions. You're not looking to submit yourself to bullshit. You're not looking to submit yourself to the demise. We've got happiness again popping out. You're focusing on what's important. And they don't like it. They don't like it at all. You're in this cheery attitude, and they want to see the other side of you. They want to see the darkness. Because it's their sick game. That's how they get their supply. That's how they get their energy from you. By making you switch. By making you react. This is why they call it reactive abuse, because they poke and poke and poke and prod you until you snap. And then they look at you and wonder why you're looking all crazy. And they make you look like the crazy one. Not anymore. You're wise to their fucking shenanigans now. And their bullshit don't work anymore. There's literally no love here for them. There was once, and now there's none. Why? Because they dug their hole, and now they're falling in it. It's a sad day for them, not for you. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Don't give up, protect that which you created, have courage and believe in yourself. Falling in love or wielding wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. I do not own the music in the background. Page of water, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So I hope that message helped everybody. Keep shining. Don't let the fucking world get you down. The trick is everybody wants you to fake it. But what you should be doing is reflecting and going in and finding out where you fit in the grand scheme of things. Some of you might not know where you fit, but it's to the inspiration of who you are as to what the possibilities are. Think of all the hobbies that you've worked on over the years. Think of all the different things that you've always wanted to do with your life. Inspire yourself for a change. Make some positive choices in your life. When you start showing up for yourself and stop abandoning yourself for other people, and you start showing up for yourself, it actually inspires others to do the same. So, it's all up to us, absolutely every single one of us. It's all in how we show up to our friends, family, and you know what? If you're letting go of friends and family because they're toxic and they don't want to heal and they're just creating a bunch of drama, you know what? You have every right to do that for your peace of mind. You have every right to do that. Don't feel guilty about it. It doesn't mean it's forever. It just means until they figure out that, you know what, maybe we should come to a realization that, you know, there's sometimes two different views that are opposing. Sometimes you've got to agree to disagree and just accept that somebody has a different perspective. A different way of looking at things. It's due to their own experience. It's due to their own understanding, right? The trick is to find the people in your tribe to where you don't have to explain yourself People just get you. Those are your people. If you find these types of people, cherish them. Don't let them go. Specifically the ones that are compassionate, the ones that are willing to sit there and listen, the ones that are willing to sit there and be there for you. But make sure that it's all in good intention. Because some people will be there for you just to use you, take advantage of you. So you gotta be careful. I'm picturing a 6 of Pentacles. It's about being choosy and using boundaries and holding standards. An equal give and take, shall we say? It's always a benefit. We need to try to find a way to work together as a community, as cities, as countries, as the world. We got to do something to clear up this big misunderstanding. Everybody has a right to life. Everybody has a right to living their most authentic self. A lot of that takes reflection and going within. And a lot of us are so distracted with our current status quo of things that it's not happening. This has been my whole 9 months of reflecting and refocusing. Mainly all the videos come back to the same premise, that we need to heal. That's the only way this world is going to get any better, that we all individually have to go within and reflect and heal our wounds. No book is going to help you with that. It's an inner journey. I didn't have no book to refer to when I did my journey of reflection. Just me and the divine and my experience. One day, one moment, one breath at a time. Nothing more, nothing less. Everything sometimes falls out of place to fall back into place somewhere else. The more we fear change, the more we fear growth. And the more we fear growth, the less we ascend. And the less we become our most authentic self. So be good. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. One last card on the way out. The King of Earth. Generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. A Midas touch. Be true to yourself, my people. Be good to yourself, my people. Alright? And understand that when people are telling you that you're not good enough, that's just them projecting their own insecurities. Don't take it personal. When people are all up in your grill, understand where it's coming from. If it's not coming from a place of compassion and love and respect, you don't need to hear it. So, be good. Until next time, probably tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a Sunday sermon. We'll see. I think I might go for a walk to the beach. We'll see. I might take you with me. We'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. So stay tuned. I'm gonna just go eat something and then maybe head out for a little walk. So be good to yourself and catch you on the flip side. Thank you all for the support, donations, memberships, and all that jazz. Until next time.